So the Cadeless Pistons are currently 6-2, and we got people like Nick Young saying that we won't even win 3 games.
Just not. So
Detroit might not win more than 3 games without Cade.
you said this shit about Joe. You was wrong then. Don't do that.
That's a different team though.
But
They
don't
got
do that
Jamal
though.
Murray though.
But they don't do that though.
Ain't
And
no
they
Jamal
playing
Murray
East,
over
but they
here.
playing in the East.
So if they do
But
fall,
they all defense.
but they do fall,
no
and Boston
buckets.
get number.
Almost sucks to be a doubter. If you had the same thoughts about the Pistons, then it's clear you don't like Detroit basketball. Because whether Cade is on the floor or not, his style of play is still present amongst the Pistons, bro. 30 assists as a team, everyone pitching in to grab boards, almost everyone between 15 to 20 points. Well, besides JD, he's been having 25 plus point games since Cade is out, quite literally putting the team on his back. But you know, as a fan, it just makes for better content. We all are surprised that we win a game versus expecting us to win. But look, since my last video, the Pistons has played the Hawks, the Pels, T-Wolves, Thunder, and Toronto. That's a lot of games to cover, but hopefully you'll be with me and along for the ride. But without further ado, let's get into it. Very, very boring game against the Wolves. The beginning of that game was really pissing me off about how the rest was officiating. Like, they had some very questionable foul calls, but the Pistons came out victorious. I did find it funny how people thought we was going to lose this game because the Wolves were 4-0 without Ant, but the Pistons, on the other hand, they were 4-1 without Cade. And y'all forgot that it's levels to this shit, man. Don't get me wrong, I love Ant, and I feel bad for not watching more T-Wolf games, but just whenever I do chime in, bro, he was always out. But for the games that I did watch, it's obvious that he is a well-rounded player, and I noticed that people fear his shot and his aggression. But that type of solo play, it don't carry over to team play when you're not in the game. Like, seriously, remove Ant, then who's gonna bail you out with a 3? Who you gonna depend on to rush the lane to either finish or draw a foul? Exactly. Cade, on the other hand, people don't fear his shot. Even though they should, but realistically, he's not quite there with the 3 ball. But people fear his playmaking, his court vision, his passing. That's what made him impactful for the Pistons. Remove Cade and you still got players going to their spot, setting screens, doing DHOs and pick and rolls to open up lanes or clear looks for the 3 ball. Now that's something that Jenkins have done effortlessly, and which is why the Pistons come out on top. Uncle Toby took over this game, 18 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 of 4 from downtown. But like I said earlier, very boring game. I thought Randall was going to show up, but he only had 11 points. But let's continue. Kevin freaking Herter. He calls himself Red Velvet, but somebody in the comments, like, I can't even find the post, but somebody said that you can't be named Red Velvet on the new Bad Boys Pistons. How about Red Skull? And I sat there for a minute and why is that so perfect? In my future videos, if I bring up Kevin Herter, I'm calling him Red Skull, bro. So against the Pels, which is his first start of the season, he drops 22 points on 78% true shooting, not including free throws because he didn't take any. His true shooting percentage was strictly 2s and 3s, and he looked super, super comfortable now. That ease in phase, that getting used to the team phase, man, that shit is over. Red Skull is here. Once that game was over, I did not expect these to be the box score numbers. We beat them on the 3 ball, and they beat us on steals, blocks, and had less turnovers. But on the flip side, we had more points off turnovers and fast break points. Bro, this is just another weird game. Moving over, man, let's talk about this Thunder game. Sorry to inform anyone who thought I was going to talk about the Toronto and Atlanta game, but I don't feel like it. It's my channel, fuck you. But the Thunder game is nothing to be upset about. Think about it, the first time we played them, they rested their starters, and it was a close game throughout regulation. I mean, it's first in the West and first in the East, cool. But the other night was different. We rested our starters against them, and it was another close game. But they didn't handle us in regulation like we did to them. We pushed that ass to overtime. And if the Thunder operated like an actual team instead of handshake the ball and let him do him, they would have beat us in regulation. And the box score surprised me because I didn't think the point distribution was this wild. But it still proved my point. SGA had 47 points. The next scorer was Mitchell with 14. But then you look at the Pistons, bro. B-Ball Paul, 21 points. Javante, 19. Red Skull, 17. DJ, 15. Stat-wise, it was a team diff. But at the end of the day, the Thunder has Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But man, in all seriousness, these organizations are blue balling us from seeing starter versus starter against these teams. But hopefully we see them in the finals. And by me saying that, y'all probably think I'm worried about the Pistons. No, my nigga, I'm worried about the Thunder. Because the Thunder got to worry about the Lakers, who are having a resurgence. Like I said in my last video, they're starting to play like they have one of the best point guards, one of the best second options, and the GOAT on their team. They're actually playing like that's their reality, which it is. They also got to worry about the Nuggets, who are they're sleepers, bro. They're literally sleepers right now, bro. They've been in hibernation for a hot minute, but ever since Commissioner Gordon came back, they've been playing some great basketball, and not to mention Jokic is just doing Jokic things, bro. And then that brings me to Wemby and the Spurs. That's their biggest obstacle right there, keeping them from the finals. The Pistons, on the other hand, we really just got to worry about the Celtics. We knocked all confidence out of the Knicks, 3-0 them on the season, and they got Josh Hart on interviews talking about we're moving in the wrong direction. Like, yeah, bro, that is the perfect mentality to have with the regular season coming to an end. And now let's talk about the Cavs. That honeymoon phase with James Harden, that shit is over. He gave y'all 5-0, I believe. And then he got a little injury, and now he's playing funny. But seriously, bro, the Celtics, they're our biggest op. The other night, this nigga Tatum put up 32 points without JB. So yeah, I'm worried about them boys. If you found this video entertaining or informative, please hit the like button and the subscribe button for more videos like this. So until the Timberwolves games, which is tonight, you'll probably see it in a couple hours. I'll see you guys next time.